So thank you so much for having us on your farm today in your home. I'm really excited to be here and for all of us to be back after 10 years. So my name is Megan White. I am the Journey 2050 coordinator at the Calgary Stampede in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So we have a partnership with Nutrien where we deliver the program to students from throughout our whole city. So we're really excited to be here and to learn about everything that's happened on your farm the past 10 years and how we can share that with the students back home. So I know the students will know who you are because they see your face every time they play the game and get to work in your farm here in Kenya. But could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, welcome. Yes, I'm Joseph Oloo. I'm a farmer in Siaya County, Western Kenya. I'm a beneficiary of the 4R nutrient project, which was implemented by IPNI and was sponsored by Nutrien.
So could you tell me a little bit more about the 4R nutrient stewardship and how you've applied that on your farm and what that means to you?
Project entails training on the right fertilizer usage by using the 4R nutrients management principles. And this entails using the right source of fertilizer at the right rate and applying the right nutrients at the right time when the crop needs them and placing them at the right place. So after that is when we realize that we can have do little and good farming, then we get a proper production.
Right.
So I can say that we have achieved a lot in this after the coming of the project. Mm-hmm. We have achieved. I personally and the family have achieved a lot because now we can do the right farming and get the proper production. We support the family because now we have the food security, and that's what's the measure. Having the food security is most important because having food security brings peace. Yes. When you have food, when you have enough to eat and sell, then you are happy.
So what would you say you just told me so much wonderful stuff. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment or achievement that you've had over the last 10 years here?
Yes, I can say my greatest achievement is the food security. That's the measure. Mm-hmm. Because I get enough and sell the rest. And through this initiative, I have been able to increase my income. I have been able also to upgrade my house. My children are continuing with their education without any difficulty, and I have extended my farming to livestock keeping, where I have cows and pigs. This is where I keep my pigs. I have some few ones here, and I intend to keep more in future. That's why I've made a larger cubes for many. The most important part of it, achievement, is the food security, followed by the education of children.
Yes.
Because after getting money, I can take children to school. Yeah, they are going to school.
Wow.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And also to improve my livelihood.
Yeah.
The way I'm living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, where you're living is beautiful. We can see that you've been able to make some improvements and make a wonderful home.
Yeah, I can. Before my house was muddy. I've got a semi-permanent, so I improved it also.
Oh wow!
It's now cemented.
Okay, could you also tell me about the greatest challenges that you've faced here in your farming, or things that you've tried maybe that didn't work, but your greatest challenge in the last 10 years?
The greatest challenge I've been having sometimes is uncontrollable. It's something that is beyond human control. It's, like a calamity when you expect to get enough rain, and then it fails to rain. Then it affects everyone, me and the rest in the community.
Yeah.
Then another thing also is the challenge of the fertilizer. Sometimes the prices goes higher, and it goes beyond your budget, beyond my budget.
Right.
So when I was planning to do even the 2 acres, you find that the price is even tripled.
Wow.
Like in 2020, 2021, there was a high price in fertilizers.
Okay.
So it affects everything.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be challenging. And like you said, it's things out of your control.
There was also a challenge in the family. There was also a challenge in sickness. There was my boy was sick for years, and during his sickness, maybe I could try to take him to hospital, but that movement also interferes with the plan.
Right. Yeah.
So unfortunately, he passed away.
I'm very sorry.
But that was the major challenges I've been having.
So what would you say are some of your future goals that you have for your farm and for your life in agriculture?
My future goal will be to improve the production. I would like to start a dairy farming.
Really?
Maybe to have 1 or 2 dairy cows.
Okay.
And then another thing is to add value to other farm products, like when like you've seen the groundnuts, and we can even do the feed mixing, the formulation for feeds, then within the farm, so that my poultry and cows have the feeds made locally.
Wow. Yeah, so you could have a whole system of things all in your farmstead here that could work together to help you even improve your agriculture more.
Yeah, then another thing, I would also like to have a field school. Within the home will be like a field school for farmers to come and learn something.
Wow. That would be amazing. So sharing some of the successes that you've had and lessons you've learned and being able to share that with your community.
Yes.
Wow, that sounds wonderful. We'll have to come back for that. So something I wanted to ask you about was in the first videos that were filmed 10 years ago, we saw your daughter and she was very small. So what is she doing now? What is she up to?
Yeah, she completed her high school in 2022, and now she's in a medical college in Nauru.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about the rest of your children? You have one of your children is here today?
Yeah, it's only one. The young one is here. Yeah, she's still in ECD.
Okay, so very small.
Very small, not too very small, but 4 years old.
4 years old.
Yeah.
So, as you know, our program is called Journey 2050. And so we talk about feeding the world in the year 2050, so a little ways in the future. So I wanted to ask you, how do you think agriculture will change in Kenya or elsewhere in the world by 2050?
Yeah, by 2050, agriculture will change because farmers will have learned more about how best they can do agriculture. And how best they can work on their farms and get a proper production. Then there will be also be cottage. They will have maybe some cottage industries, like the value addition for whatever they produce in the farm, so that they add it value. So when they have enough, they can add value, then take it to the market, so that they can see the value of what they are doing.
Yes, absolutely. So more people improving their agricultural practices, adding value, and finding other ways to feed the world by 2050. That sounds amazing. So, do you have anything else that you would like to share about what you're doing here on your farm?
Yes, what I would like to share is that in agriculture, the most important thing that we have to look at is the soil and water conservation, because it's the soil which is the mother of all the crops and plants we are planting in the soil. And then we have also to conserve water, because all the plants needs water. So by conserving soil and conserving water and taking care of the environment, we'll have a better produce for everyone, and we can feed the world. These trees you see here, I planted them 10 years ago at the beginning of the project, and as you can see, I've also harvested some for our own domestic use here at home. And their main purpose here is to windbreak, and they also give us shade at home. I'm grateful to APNI and Nutrien for this initiative, which have got a lot of impact in me as a farmer. And I'm looking forward to training more farmers about the 4R, so that they can practice good agricultural practices in their farm and improve their livelihoods. Thank you.